Okay, so next is up from Renegade Man. The subject is Murder Machines Buried. Hi, guys. This is a follow-up question for a previous one that I sent a year ago about Tony Khan not pushing Lance Archer and Brian Cage. Disco suggested he would put Cage and Lance Archer as a tag team and destroy everyone. Someone from AEW must have heard about it and decided to pair these and put them in the stable with Don Callis. On paper, it's a great idea. Problem is that Tony is still doing the same thing. They're just destroying jobbers and nobody in squash matches. They recently lost to the Outrunners for that number one contender against the Hurt Syndicate. Then they just floundered again. How many times these two have beat nobodies and jobbers in squash matches just to lose their name guy? It's very tiring, and fans are seeing it. How can anyone take them seriously? Even MVP mentioned that Archer beats up coming and local talent. They haven't really entered a program with a real team like Private Party, the Gun Club. Even MVP mentioned that Archer beats up upcoming and local talent. They haven't really entered a program with the real team like Private Party, Gun Club, FTR, Undisputed Kingdom, or even the ROH guys. Then again, they would probably lose against those teams. Or maybe he heard the Machines was the Disco Inferno idea. Tony Khan's high opinion of him decided to prove him wrong by having him lose those matches. I don't know. I just think it's a waste. Well, they needed, I mentioned this on the show, and I think they would agree. Like, anybody that's watching that program, the Hurt Business are heels, they're portrayed as heels, but they're baby faces. Okay? And they need a team that could put them in peril. Like, get heat on them. And these are like the only tag team that looks like they get heat on them. They're big guys, and like I said, they should do a vignette where they just show one after the other, show all their power moves. It's like a 1-minute vignette, a video. Show their power moves, power move. Show them in the gym benching 400 pounds and lifting big weights and stuff and everything, and just and that's it. They go out there and out of those guys after get some heat on them.
Bro, they're so believable that when they do lose, you can't believe. You're like, what?
Right.
You lost to these guys?
Yeah,
bro,
exactly.
Imagine if you were to put not Brian Cage, but imagine if you were to put, no disrespect to Shelton, if you were to put Lashley and Hobbs together, they would go through the whole dressing room and you would believe it. Same thing with Brian and Archer. And they're both veterans. They can both go. Brian's is incredibly athletic for his size, right? Both good looking. I mean, it's injustice what they're doing to them.
Literally, when you get big guys together, big guys on the show, the only people they beat are the jobbers.
Right.
Like
remember when Brian Cage was in that? Remember when Brian Cage was in that trio with the two Hawaiians or whatever, Polynesians? I'm not sure what they were, right? And they were always losing. Bro, they looked like $1 million bucks, and they were losing to everybody.
Yeah, I know.
People would say it's like signs of the time, and things change. Right? But to me, as you were talking, I thought about it. It'd be if the Road Warriors lost to the Hardy Boys in like '97.
Bro, you're overthinking the business. The business is very simple. Heel, face. Somebody looks like a heel. Somebody acts like a face. You know what I'm saying? Believability. Bruiser Brody was believable. Abdullah in his day was believable. Arn Anderson that we were talking about. CM Punk. It's all about believability. It's not believable to see guys. Would you see... Unless the guy's like a UFC guy or a boxer, you're never going to see guys that size beat up guys that much bigger. There's a reason why there's weight in boxing and UFC. But at the end of the day, it's like they have the Disco says, wait a minute, they passed the eye test, and that's part of the deal.
Right. There's another thing too. Bro, this is such an easy thing to get your video crew, and it doesn't even have to be shot with video. Just shoot this for the camera phone. All right? Have some rent-a-cops available, okay? About 6 or 7. Just if you can shoot them, how much you got to spend on this? It's not that much, bro. Just have them have an altercation in a gym. That's caught like on a fan video, and they're almost coming to blows, and it shows them working out, and the cops show up and stuff, and then they got to separate them. Bro, that's how you build up a thing like this. Make it look like real, and then you got now these big guys are going to get in the ring with each other. So I don't know. So what do I know? Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack by using code K100 at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando. Okay, so next one.
I got a lot of heat coming up, Disco. Konnan.
You do? You get a lot of heat.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Next is from the mayor, but not of K100% New Jersey. What's good, fellas? I'm starting this email with a statement. Last week I gave my thoughts on how it's Jon Moxley's fault the blood use in AEW is oversaturated and is now ruined as a tool for other wrestlers. This week I want to say that after the suplex on the nails, I feel Moxley doing more harm than good to pro wrestling. The blading on camera, whack crew he leads, bad selling, crazy Eddie backyard hardcore mentally challenged spots, which, by the way, you know some reject loser born in the urinal of that nightclub in Australia y'all been to will copy and probably die. It's so irresponsible and stupid. I know Moxley can care less about my opinion, but if I had the opportunity to tell that guy to his face that he's up, I would. Thoughts? P.S. Joe saying he likes New Jersey Italian food, but thinks Jersey pizza is bad. Made me want to go splat like that kid on the disco list. My wife legit said, "What's wrong with him? He is crazy. It's that Philly air polluting his mind." Go ahead, Joe. Tell my Mexican wife she was wrong. I'm just a big black guy, but she's a scary one to fear. PSS. If you guys want some great horror movies to watch, check out the VHS series. It's filmed like gritty old home movies and has some awesome stuff. I will not be checking that out. All right, by the way.
Yeah, and I'm.
But Joe, yeah, what about this comments about the Jersey pizza is bad? That's
He said, "Say it to my wife." There's no way pick a fight with a Latino woman. That's just there. But
right.
Jersey pizza, I don't go down that much anymore. I spent some time in Wildwood and Sea Isle here and there, and the big thing about Wildwood is the Boardwalk Pizza. I think it's Sam's. And it just, everyone's like, we got to hit Sam's. And it just never blown me away. It's just, I've never had good Jersey pizza. I mean, that's good, but it's not like, I don't go out of my way to go get it like a lot of people do. That's all.
But it's not as good as Philly pizza or that vomit turnover you showed me?
Philly, I'm sure Jersey's like everywhere else. With Philly pizza, if you find the right pizzeria or the right bars even that have a pizza oven, they'll knock your socks.
So you got to find the right one. I've been to Jersey. They have very good pizza. So
Moxley.
Oh, Moxley. What do you think about this, Joe?
I think that it's all been overblown. I think people wanted free Jon Moxley from WWE. They wanted to get rid of Ambrose and bring back the hardcore Moxley from the Indies. Now they have it. They're seeing too much of it, and they don't like it that much anymore.
Correct. That's a good point. That's a perfect point. It's like this is bro. The fact that he wants to do this is the disturbing part because it's not good TV, and it's not the type of TV that's like. You're going to like your drug, it turns off women. Like any women that are watching the show are going to be grossed out by that. It's just kids are not going to watch that. It's just you're literally just like saying to a base of fans that you would like to draw, hey, you can't watch this. And I just think they let it happen. I'm like, I think it's ridiculous.
Here's my opinion on this. So I think that what happened is that there are still people that like that type of wrestling because you see people going to GCW and other places like that. Okay, obviously it's a very, very niche crowd, but there is a crowd because I remember the day that I went to AEW and I was backstage and Jericho faced, what's this guy's name? That Nick Gage.
Right.
Okay,
Yep.
Who had no TV whatsoever, and he was just as over as Jericho. And I was like, what? Yeah. But anyways, and shouts out to Nick Cage anyways and Jericho. But I think that when I first saw extreme wrestling, like that type of hardcore wrestling, I was in ECW, and I thought it was the coolest thing.
It's not. But you didn't see that in ECW. The ECW was chair shots. This is deathmatch garbage. Bed of nails. ECW's. Go ahead.
GCW did a lot of wow.
GC.
EC.
Yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying.
I was there. I worked for him. Yeah. Yes. And so I brought that type of wrestling to Mexico, which was huge box office thing over there, right? And I always liked hardcore wrestling. Now I don't like it as much because it's just a little bit senseless. Now, I think we've all been desensitized. Like, what else can you do to hardcore wrestling, right? Because it's been around for 20, 30 years. But maybe to somebody new that's never seen it, they think it's... I do agree no woman likes that, okay, unless she's some weird chick. And kids probably are like, they do like it, but their parents don't want them watching it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But bro, I can't believe that you're a millionaire and you're doing this. I think that like a lot of things that we see in wrestling, once you commit to a shtick, you got to stay with it, which he could reinvent himself and not do it anymore.
Right. They're
You know what
literally
I'm
getting
saying?
paid more than stuntmen would to do this, and the stuntmen would not do that.
Right. When he was trying to get that thing out of his back and his skin was like that.
Yeah, that's
I was
gross.
like, and they did a close up of it, and I was like,
Tony Schiavone literally
think
said,
of
"Oh
the
my
name-
god, that's
think-
disgusting," and
throw
Taz
up.
said, "I think I'm going to throw up."
think of the name, bro. Here it is. Think of the name of TK's followers, sickos.
Sickos,
This
right,
is
exactly. That's what I tweeted. I go,
Oh,
he
you
does it
did
for the
it?
sickos. Why is everybody? Yeah, somebody when the spot happened,
right.
I said, well, the guy that's booking this said he does it for the sickos. He wasn't lying.
Right.
So you're a sicko, you like this. If you're not a sicko, you think this is gross.
Just,
you know?
bro, put a little respect on it, on his name, 4-time Booker of the Year, please.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.